Camerae.
Watching Camerae.
Oh my.
On Camerae.
Hello.
Music TV.
Are you listening to me?
So enjoy yourself.
This girl is always
So
singing.
enjoy yourself.
Hello. Camerae, come on. It's time to start the show.
Oh.
Hello, welcome to the hashtag JTFIO podcast that is just trying to figure it out. And we have been on a hiatus for some time now. Jesus. It has been a year, maybe 2 years. It's been some time, okay? I had to get some things together, but I'm so glad you guys are here. We are going to go ahead and get into this podcast. I'm bringing it back, revamping, got a whole new logo, got a whole new attitude. Brand new attitude. What song is that from? That's my type. All right, so we are back, and first I just want to talk about where I've been since the last time I posted. I think the last thing I posted was the Christmas Carol of the Bells little mashup thing that I did. So we're doing a whole new thing over here. All right, so you guys know the brand is officially named Camerae Music TV. That's the logo of me with big hair, big lips, red lips going on. But with my whole thing of trying to build my own production company and actually claiming the title of content creator, I felt it important that the hashtag had its own logo, had its own little thing going on, because just like OWN, just like FX, just like all these other things, different shows have their own look, right? So, Kobe, sit still. Wherever you at, sit still. So I felt it important to have this logo specifically for Just Trying to Figure It Out. So if you don't know what Just Trying to Figure It Out is, it's a podcast for just about anyone, but it's really where we talk about things that we're just trying to figure out. We're stumped. We don't understand. I mean, 1 + 1 = 2. So why are you making it 2.5? Okay. So that's the kind of things that we talk about. You know, before I've talked about Beyonce, I've talked about customer service, I've talked about the hoe phase, I've talked about a lot of different things, and I'm excited to bring it back. So where am I now? What's going on in my life right now? I'm recently married to the man of my dreams. I have separated from the Air Force. My husband and I have moved to Houston. We are both in school. We are trying to get these dreams popping off, and we just got a new baby Labradoodle, and he's really not a baby because he gets into everything. All right, so that's a little bit about me and where I've been. So let's get into what we're doing here. Okay, so the podcast is going to be uploaded every Wednesday at 12 p.m. noon Central Time. Y'all, I'm going to try. If you are a fan of Camerae Music TV, or if you've been following the brand, or if you're just a close friend of mine who's doing me a favor by listening to this podcast, you know that I have recently started the Word of the Day campaign, where I'm posting a word of the day every single day. You guys also know that I'm in grad school right now studying professional communication, so I am trying to track the analytics of this and see how this is going to work out, or where I'll be by this time next year. Is it going to work out for me? Is it going to give me more exposure? It is helping me in my whole production game, right? Because before it was just me with the blue screen behind me, simply saying the words popping up on the screen. But now, you know, I've gotten introduced to Canva. And see, I don't even know the name, but I've gotten introduced to that, and I've added more words and different backgrounds and songs. And, you know, I've just added total like different things that I didn't even know I could learn or could do for the free ski. And all within, so we're on word number 90. So this is in the course of 3 months. So if you've been following, thank you so much. I hope you guys hang in there with me as we embark on all of these other journeys. Okay, so we are here to talk about, I didn't tell you guys where the podcast will be available at. Obviously, if you're watching on YouTube now, you see that we're doing a podcast now. So you can catch it there. If you have an iPhone, you can catch it on the Apple Podcast app. You can catch it on SoundCloud. We're going to try to figure out how to get it on Spotify and whatever you Android folks be doing. My husband got Android. I don't know, y'all. He be tripping. I don't understand why he got the Android. The camera is nice though. But yeah, so we're going to try to get it everywhere. Make sure I'm covered on all the copyright, trademark, all that stuff. I want to make sure I do everything correctly. So yeah, that's where you can get hooked up to the podcast. All right, let's move on to the topic. So, have y'all noticed a large amount of black girl magic lately? I mean, it's so refreshing to see your Ava DuVernays and your Oprah Winfrey, who's been doing things. Beyonce playing Nala, coming out with the whole Gifted album. I'm not gonna make it about her, like only I know how to do. Okay, you got Issa Rae, you got Robin Thede, you got they're coming out with that show on August 2nd on Friday, which I will be reviewing. You got all of these different, who else did I write down? Angela Rye, she's making waves on CNN, giving these people a run for their money. So all of these people popping up who really have been in the game for a while and working, but just haven't gotten that exposure that they also deserve, right? So we've been seeing a large amount of black girl magic. Jesus, y'all, these allergies, they trying to take me out. But so oh, I thought it stopped. I thought it stopped. Okay, y'all, because I really was like dun dun dun. Okay. Where was I at? Okay, so with that, what I'm wondering is, we have all these figures who are doing great things in media, great things in music, great things in politics, and we get behind them, we rally behind them, right? And it's all this sis and love, and they got the Black Girls Rock Award show that comes on, and we all celebrate each other. And I live for it, okay? I love, that I'm natural now. Never thought that'd be me. Love, being able to relate with different black girls of all different shades, mixed, all of that. Talk about conditioner and talk about, the things that we go through as far as the follicles. Okay, um, but what I've noticed is that recently, not even just recently, but what I've noticed and maybe what I've paid more attention to is that black women locally are not always so friendly. We get this whole thing of, each one teach one and taking care of those around you, and we got to protect black women. That's the new mantra that the men are putting out there now, because they know black women what what was that comment on uh y'all gonna hurt me. Y'all gonna hurt me. It was on I know it was at homecoming, and it was right before Beyonce sang "Lift Every Voice and Sing." But it was, black women are the most disrespected, most disenfranchised. So this whole movement of protecting the black woman is really going down right now. But I think everyone is into the hashtag and into, the celebrity of it all. But what about when you see that girl in Walmart? When you see homegirl in the parking lot, when you're in the mall, you know, um, it's not so much. It's not so much, and I understand upbringing. I understand some people who just, they're unwilling to conform. I understand ghetto antics. I understand hood folks. Um, but I just think it's funny that, black women, it's not always that we get along. Okay, what am I trying to say? Because I'm rambling right now. Okay, what I'm just trying to figure out is why I can see you same type of coarse hair growing out of your scalp as mine. Same probably same struggles as me as far as your skin tone, having chocolate skin or light skin, or having to explain or be the representation of every black person ever at your workplace. I understand. So why is it that, when we're walking by each other in the Walmart parking lot, that you can't speak, that you can't say, "Oh, hey, how you doing? Hello, how you doing?" Um, it's annoying. And I can't for the life of me figure out why this is an issue. My camera's telling me that it's about to die, and I'm praying to God it's not. I'm praying to God it's not, which I really should have charged it before. But what y'all don't know is I did this already, but I wasn't feeling, my delivery. Okay, so um that's what I'm just trying to figure out today. Okay, we talk about Black Girls Rock, we talk about Black Girl Magic, but when you talk about Black women locally are not making this huge effort to connect and reach across the aisle and be sisterly. Not everyone. All right, I'm gonna tell you about a situation that happened to me personally, and I don't think it's just because I'm new to Houston, because it's everywhere. I was in the beauty supply, which seems to be our natural habitat. I was in there, looking at some hair, perusing, trying to figure out what my next protective style was gonna be. And, between me and the hair, there's a little space. I'm looking at the wall because I'm looking at braiding hair. Um, so, they keep that out for everybody to be able to touch. Okay, so I'm looking and there's a little space in between me. I notice, a black woman to my right, she's looking at some hair behind me. So I'm thinking, I lean over, I say, do you do hair? Just laughing, because clearly I'm frustrated, can't figure out what kind of hair I want, what texture, what color, 1B, 2, 4, any of that, can't figure out. And she must have looked at me, rolled her eyes, and kept walking. And I said, was it something I said? Do I stink? Like was I with your man this morning? Like, what is going on? So from that one encounter, that small encounter, to where she could have been having a bad day, she could have. I can't even think of no situations that a grown woman, because she was not like 16. These teenagers, they got attitudes for no reason. She was not like 21. She was like 39, around there. So she had an attitude, and I'm just like, what is you mad for? What are you upset for? What y'all say, sis? But it just irritated me because I was like, these men out here, these white men specifically, they be so fascinated by your hair, by the texture. And I'm not saying all white men, okay, but they be so fascinated by your hair, your texture. A surprise when your name ain't Bonquisha or Lakeisha or all this other stuff. Um, And so it's like you fighting all these stigmas and all these stereotypes outside of your community that you got to be worried about when you're at home, when you're amongst family. So I was irritated. I'm going to tell you about another situation before this camera dies. So I'm at the mall. And I'm walking, through the mall, and it takes effort to look like this. I don't this don't just happen, okay? Concealer, Fenty foundation, eyebrows, if I can get those together, concealer up under the eyebrows, tweezing the eyebrow, just all of it. It takes a village, amen. So I know that about me. So I definitely know about you coming forward on my left, and I'm walking across from you, the opposite direction. So I see you. Clear effort to lay the lace front. Clear effort on the edges and baby hairs. It's clear that you did your thing. So what do? Me being the nice, polite woman that I am, I said, okay, I see you. Yet again, y'all, I can't make this up. I can't make this up. I almost wanted to turn around and look like, what we looking at, who we looking at? Because I look like you. So I'm just trying to figure out, what is the problem? What are you so upset about? I'm giving you props where props are due. Now I have two theories. You might have grew up, where maybe you was torn down all your life. All your life you had to fight. So you don't believe that anyone could possibly be complimenting you. You just assume it's shade, which is, it's possible, because people really be out here trying to shade you for clout, or to put it on Snapchat, Instagram, or in front of their friends or whatever. People really be trying to do that. So it could have been that. It could have been they was in a bad mood. It could have been that they man cheated on them with a chocolate skinned girl. I don't know. But it just blew my mind because I'm sitting there thinking, okay, we supposed to be, here. We supposed to be locked. We supposed to be hair sisters, team natural, team perm, team lace front, whatever. We supposed to be on one accord, if not anyone else. Now I'm not racist. I love all different races. I grew up military, so I love the Pacific Islander, the Filipino. I'm naming specific because that's who I hang with, okay? But it's something about the black woman that that whole black experience that is just a little bit more touched. So you kind of know what it is when it happens. That's why Amanda Seals is doing so well in her Smart, Funny, and Black in her I can't remember the name of the show that she was doing. But her jokes were so funny because it was so true. That hand that's leering towards, oh, I want to touch your hair. That whole, having to be the only black voice in a solely, everybody else is every other race but black woman. Okay, so you have to be that one voice to represent everyone. Um, so yeah, there's that. So I just don't understand why I had nachos. Why? It's just so hard. Okay, so let me go to my notes here. So I've explained to you guys the situations that I was in and why this topic even had to come about. Um, but I think this whole looking stank thing that black women do so well, I think it stems from Harriet Tubman. I really do. I mean, because if you have to think about it, black women were picking cotton all day, laying down with massa and doing all these things that we didn't want to do. Had to take care of the kids, had to do, it just was a whole lot. And then as time has gone on, black women have been objectified. Black women been in the videos twerking, been called the bees and the hoes and all of that, and then left to raise their kids all by themselves and had to result to this whole baby daddy term, which is everywhere now. Had to be a single parent raising all the kids, being the mother and the father. Then having to listen to Kanye West saying, and when you get on, you leave it for a white girl. We've had to go through all that. And even though we personally haven't had to go through it, black women have this whole like mantra, have this whole thing that has followed us from time and time and time again. You wearing horsehair, you wearing weave. Only white girls have the nice hair. You have good hair, all of those things. So it just kind of tacks on to the black woman and the whole black female experience over and over and over and over and over. And so then you get to 2019, the black woman now, and you're seeing black women who are politicians and creating art and singing and directing and becoming entrepreneurs. So you see hope for you, but some people are still scorned. Some people are still a little bitter, still a little hurt. So that's where that therapy comes in. That's where leaning on each other comes in. I got the chance to go to a Plan Her conference hosted by Clark and Brianne, and they're based here out of Houston. And they basically were like, they wanted to make something happen. So they got together and made it happen. This was the second annual conference. When I tell y'all it was such a good time seeing all these black women. And it wasn't just all black women, there's lots of women of color. But to see these black women just come together, loving on each other, smiling on each other. We swag surfing together, celebrating each other, listening to what each other has going on. Nobody's trying to one up each other, which I cannot stand. It was just really nice to see. Very nice to see. I do think that there's a turnaround going on. Men, like I said before, men are talking about this whole protect black women campaign. And I think it's because they realize black women are just always at the bottom of the totem pole. Now, I do believe trans black women do get it worse than black women. And that's saying that's even crazy right there. Because if you think about it, if a chocolate skinned black woman's getting it bad, imagine how a chocolate skinned black trans woman feels. Horrific. So when we're like that, in our community, we teach others to treat us that way. People only gonna treat you how you teach them to treat you. If I see you demeaning yourself and other people that look like you, well, you giving me all the answers that I need to think that I can treat you that way. Honestly, we have got to come together, black women first, because there's a divide within us. There's this whole brown paper bag thing still going down. There's this whole like I got good hair thing still going down. I cannot stand it. I can't stand it. What is good hair? Hair that don't require as much conditioner? Like, come on. All hair can be trained, in my opinion. All right. So I do think that, you teach people how you want to be treated. So I'm just trying to figure out, are you my sister or not? I'm the oldest of four. I've had fallouts with friends that I can't even understand. I've reconnected with friends that I thought I was gonna be done with. And you have your differences, and I'm not telling nobody to be fake. I'm not telling you to befriend every black woman you ever see. All I'm asking is for a simple, oh hey, how you doing? Oh hi, welcome. Anything. It don't take much to smile at the next black woman. So I'm about to challenge you. That's what I'm about to do. Okay, as my phone is over here vibrating. I'm going to challenge you within this next week. So that means hump day to hump day, Wednesday to Wednesday. That means next week is going to be the 7th, August 7th, lucky number 7. Every day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, when you are in a space where you see another black woman, smile at her. Say, "Hey, how you doing? Hope you have a good day." Now don't get too handsy, don't be hugging on people. Everybody don't like that, okay? But even just women period, because women are dealing with a lot. Men are too. And we'll move on to y'all at a much later date. But this is Women's Appreciation Day. Okay, I just made that up. Um I think that if you really accept this challenge and really focus on seeing how you interact when you see another black woman walking towards you, walking past you, you know, what do you do? Okay, because black women are beautiful. We are. I have a lot of friends who are not black. I'm not saying that any other race is not beautiful. I'm saying that our race is being downtrodden lately, and that's black women. So I just want to take the time to make sure that we understand what we're supposed to be doing. So that's your challenge for the week. I hope that you all gonna be participating, because I'm gonna be checking. If I see any of you, I'm gonna be, and don't try to check me, okay? Because I be on mine. Oh hey, how you doing? Hey sis. Even though I can't stand the word sis, but y'all love it. Um, but yeah, that's the challenge for this week. Because I'm just trying to figure out what the hell, what is going on. You ain't got to be so mad, girl. I'm trying to find out how you got your edges to lay down, and mine is poofing up already before I even get outside. Did you have your headscarf on the whole time you got here? That's a secrecy I never knew. I never knew. I thought y'all, the way y'all look at the event, I thought y'all left the house like that. Y'all didn't tell me y'all was putting a scarf on the whole way there. All right. So that was our podcast for this week. We we got through it. Okay, it was a little rough, but next week we're gonna be a little more prepared. We're gonna have a new topic for y'all. I'm Camerae. This is Camerae Music TV. Remember that this is hashtag JTFIO. Just trying to figure it out podcast. We are gonna try to keep video for you guys and audio for you guys, and hopefully I got all my levels correct, and all of that. Make sure you tune in every single Wednesday at noon. That's when I'm gonna be dropping it. Just dropping it like the stork. Be dropping them kids off on your front step. Okay, your front doorstep. So yeah, we're gonna try to stay consistent. Like I said, I'm studying professional communication, so it's real. We're doing this. It's real. Okay. So make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Camerae Music TV. Follow the brand, get the merch, do all that you got to do to stay connected with the brand, because we're going somewhere around here. I will see you guys next time.